Hey, I'm Rob from JestaThaRogue and I'm going to show you how to play Raccoon Tycoon. This is a game for 2 to 5 players, plays in about 90 minutes, is designed by Glenn Drover and is published by Forbidden Games. You're a business tycoon in the land of Astoria. Build towns, railroads and buildings to earn the most victory points and win the game. To set up, put 1 commodity token on the bottom of each track. Deal 3 price and production cards to each player and give them $10. Now create the railroad deck depending on the player count. In a 2-player game, remove the Skunk Works, Sly Fox and Tycoon. 3 players just the Skunk Works and Tycoon, and for a 4-player game, just the Skunk Works. Shuffle the deck, turn over 2 cards onto their spots on the board. Create the town deck, stack cards face down with 2 victory point cards on top. In a 2-player game, remove 1 town of each value from the deck. Shuffle the double-sided building tiles, lay out 4, return the rest to the box. Shuffle the rest to create the building stack and put it on the board. Give a random start player the start player token. Now each player gets 1 commodity for their place in turn order, so if you're 3rd in turn order, you get 3 commodities. You can take any commodities you like, but each must be different. And everything is open information except for money, which is hidden. And now in turn order, players are going to take 1 action. Let's take a look at those actions now. Production. Play a price and production card from your hand. Increase the price of commodities shown in the blue price section on the top of the card by 1 on their track. For example, here you will increase iron and manufactured goods 1 space each. Then choose any 3 of the commodity tokens from the supply from those on the red section on the bottom of the card. For example, this card you could take any 3 wheat, iron, manufactured goods and luxuries. You're limited by the icons on the card. For example, on this card you can either take 3 iron or 1 coal and 2 iron. You couldn't take more than 1 coal. You can use bonus buildings marked with B and production buildings marked with P to gain extra resources, but you can only use 1 B and 1 P building per production card played. For example, here you have a wheat field and a lumberyard, but you can only use 1 of those buildings per production card played. Discard the play card and draw a new one from the deck. It's worth noting at this point players have a storage limit of 10 commodities, so if they go over this limit they must immediately discard down to 10. Action 2 is to sell a commodity, so you can sell any number of 1 commodity for its current value. For example, coal is worth 4 and the player sells 3, so it takes 12 money from the supply. Decrease the value of that commodity by 1 space for each commodity sold. As the player sold 3 coal, they move the coal marker down 3 spaces on the track. Start a railroad auction. Pick a railroad from the 2 face up. The active player can choose an opening bid equal to or higher than the price shown on the railroad. And in turn order, players either increase the bid or pass and drop out of the auction. The last player plays the value of the last bid and takes the card into their play area. Refill the railroad spot on the board from the deck. And if the player that started the auction wins the auction, that is their turn over. If they started the auction and didn't win the auction, they can then take 1 of any other action, including, if they like, starting another auction. Purchase a building, pay the cost, take the building and put it in your play area, then refill the building spaces. The double-sided tiles start on the +1 side. You can use the purchase building action to pay the cost on the +2 side to upgrade it. Purchase a town, pay either cost on the bottom of the town card, put it into your play area and refill the row. For example, the Blackfriar needs either 2 gold or 4 of any resource to purchase. And when a player has completed their action, play continues clockwise around the table. Now when the last railroad is auctioned or the last town card has been purchased, this will trigger the end of the game. Players will take even turns and then the game will be scored. Gain points for town cards. For example, the Blackfriar is worth 2 points. Gain points for sets of railroad cards. For example, the Fat Cat Railroad is worth 3 points if you have 1 card, 7 points if you have 2 cards, etc. You get 2 points for each pair of railroads and towns you can make. For example, pairing the Blackfriar with the Fat Cat Railroad will give 2 bonus points. This rule is printed on the towns as a reminder. Gain 1 victory point per building you have and any bonus points from building tiles. For example, if you have the bank, you gain 1 point per $20 you have left. And after you've completed scoring, the player with the most points will win. Raccoon Tycoon, with ties going to the player with the most money. Please like this video if you found it useful, share it to let others know about it and subscribe to the channel for more how to play videos as well as other board game related content. You can find me on Twitter at JTRPodcast and find my blog and podcast at jtrpodcast.com. I've been Rob, aka JestaThaRogue. Until next time, look at the little kitties.